So as usual, let's first start off with the deck. The deck on the ELOFTY Thunderbolt is made up of a premium carbon fiber. It's 40 inches in length and 10.5 inches in width. Now I believe this is the same deck as the old ASEC Aries X1, but with the really nice silver finish. It had good concave, wasn't too aggressive, it didn't hurt your feet, but it definitely kept you planted. The W concave in the middle is subtle, and it also has padded thick grip tape that keeps you comfortable, and the grip tape is quite gritty, so it'll keep you planted in. But what's really special about the deck is the clearance. It's so thin and sleek. It's a really good feeling having such a heavy duty all-terrain setup that has such good clearance. You could just hop off any curb you want, because with this battery size, usually boards will have a lot less clearance. As for the battery, the Thunderbolt is utilizing a 14S 4P 20 amp hour, 1036 watt hour, utilizing Samsung 50S cells. As for range, I'm a 160 pound rider and the temperature is about 64 degrees Fahrenheit. I rode mostly in S Plus mode, but a little bit in S mode. I got a total of 33 miles with the ELOFTY Thunderbolt 2-wheel drive version. As for the wheels, the ELOFTY Thunderbolt is rocking Hoda 7-inch aired pneumatic tires. It's also mounted on the quick release Falcon Wing hubs, which are made to be easier to swap out a new tire or a tube in case you get a flat on a ride. And it also stretches out the tire to make it a little bit wider. Now, just like any other Hoda tire, I believe these tires are very good at taking corners going really fast. It also holds a grip great during deep carves. And of course, it can also do some off-roading. Now, I do have a little bit unbalancing at higher speeds like 30 plus miles per hour, but it's not really that significant. However, I do think metal hubs, especially when they widen the tire, increases that unbalancing wobbling feel at higher speeds. As for the trucks, the ELOFTY Thunderbolt is utilizing 10.5 inch CNC traditional kingpin trucks. They're 10mm axles. The rear bushing is 95A and the front bushing is 90A. But in my opinion, the durometer feels softer. Okay, turning radius tests. About 1.5, maybe 2 threads showing on both trucks. That's pretty good. So yeah, ELOFTY's traditional kingpin trucks, I'm really enjoying a lot. It's got crazy good stability at higher speeds, but it also has that deep carve sensation that I really like. Or if you're more of that kind of agility kind of rider, it has that as well. I would say this is possibly the biggest board with the widest traditional kingpin trucks that come close to a double kingpin. It's not the same as a double kingpin, but it's as close as it kind of gets for this size board in my opinion. As for the motors, the ELOFTY Thunderbolt is utilizing 6.3 A4 4,500 watt gear drive motors. The gear ratio is 3.1 and they're also protected by a free bash guard. You can use the bash guard as a handle and it also protects the motors both when you're standing it upright and debris, rocks, and pebbles when riding. So if you remove the rear all-terrain setup, this is what the motor mount looks like. So you can utilize their other Kegel and ABEC adapters if you want to run street wheels. This is what the Kegel adapter looks like. So if you want to utilize mad wheels, boosted wheels, boa wheels, orangatang wheels, or again, you could buy their ABEC adapters and utilize cloud wheels. As for the ESC, the Thunderbolt is utilizing FOC ESC pushing 110 amps. And honestly, I love the build quality of this heatsink. It's just really, really nicely done. Now this board has a lot of power, which you will see, but when you're riding really fast, like 29, maybe 30 plus miles per hour, and you let go of the throttle, and then you want to go back to throttling, it is a little tough with the throttle curve, but only at higher speeds. Now, if you see a blank space like this with your 2-wheel drive ELOFTY Thunderbolt, that's the space for the other ESC for the 4-wheel drive version. So since they use the same deck, you're gonna have that empty space right there. As for the remote, the ELOFTY Thunderbolt is utilizing their new remarkable upscale Orion remote. And honestly, every time I get one of these, it's like unboxing a brand new iPhone. So of course, it's got that beautiful colored screen that you could even see during the day. It's got all the data you need. It feels great in the hands. I love that little indent for my middle finger, so it just sits perfectly in my hands. The scroll wheel doesn't feel cheap like a Hobbywing remote, but it still doesn't have that firmware update, so all the back screen menu stuff is all still in Chinese. Okay guys, here we go. Giant hill test, same hill we always use. ELOFTY Thunderbolt 2-wheel drive, S Plus mode, full battery. It's gonna be a little scary, but I think I'll be okay. All right, let's do it. Oh my God, I can't even full throttle this thing. Jesus, just let off. All right, full throttle, 62 kmh. Oh my God. Woo. Oh God, that's freaking scary, man. If you're worried about hills, do not worry. This board will climb up anything, and this is only the 2-wheel drive version. Jesus, that was freaking scary. 30 miles per hour right on the nose, going up a giant freaking hill. Jesus. Whew. Okay guys, acceleration test, S Plus mode. Almost full battery. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, all right. Okay, take 2. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Oh, I couldn't keep on throttling, man. That's got so much power. And you know what I love the most is that this is the same deck as the Aries X1, I believe. Now, if you go back to 2023, it was when the Ace-Deck Aries X1 first dropped, that lagged power. And then later on, it increased the power dramatically, and it was too twitchy. Now, here we go. Okay guys, brake test at 15 miles per hour. 1, 2, 3, brake. Nice. Just the way I like it. Very, very good brakes. Okay guys, here we go. Top speed test on the ELOFTY Thunderbolt 2-wheel drive, S Plus mode, almost full battery. I'm probably not gonna get all the way up to top speed. Tires are decently unbalanced, nothing crazy, but in my opinion, when you have wide metal hubs, it increases that wobbleness in my opinion. Could be wrong, but any other board I felt before, I feel like when you transfer over unbalanced tires to metal hubs, especially when they widen up the tire, it just increases that wobbly kind of feel. And up a slight hill. Hopefully this car sees me. All right, good. Yeah, I think it could have went a little faster, but let's check the rider up. Yeah, 31.6 miles per hour up a slight hill, and I think I could have got a little faster. Look at all these, look at all these, look at all these guys. A few things worth mentioning. The unboxing experience is of course very satisfactory. It's packed away real nice, very well padded, didn't move around, doesn't have a scratch on it. In the box, you will find your 4-amp charger, all the tools you need, wristbands, your gear lubrication, a free handle, your remote, your T-tool, stickers, and of course your owner's manual. Now, one thing that bugs me that is a minor issue that I've seen before in the past is the charging port cover. It just really doesn't want to sit flush. It's hard to get it in there. And this is just one of those small little eyesores that aren't that big of a deal, but you'd rather not have it on your premium board. Final thoughts. So as of right now, I don't know any other 2-in-1 gear drive, carbon fiber 14S setups with this much power, this much range, polish, better remote, better carve for under $1,500. Combining all that together, I'm pretty sure that this is the only one. It's like ELOFTY is coming out of the gate swinging and doing it by bringing these high grade products for such low prices. It's like, how can you possibly ignore these products if you're thinking about getting a new board? Now, some of you may be thinking, hey Fred, how about the Ace-Deck Nomad series? And that's a good question. But that deck is a multi-layer composite deck, and it's much thicker, and it uses an external battery enclosure, so the belly of the board makes the clearance not as good. And the Nomad series has a pretty basic remote. Now, don't get it twisted, the Nomad series is a great value, but I'm saying if you're someone that wants and needs a slim carbon fiber setup with this power, with this range, with this carvability, with this polish, customer service, great remote, and widened CNC quick release hubs, for all that under $1,500 with our discount code, look no further. It's just crazy to think about 4 to 5 years ago, I was spending about the same money on an original Onsor Black Carb and the original onboard Zeus. And now look what you get for $1,400 to $1,500. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.